it's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So we're gonna get into it, but first, your girl needs some coffee. Let's go. Hey guys, I thought for this Sunday's video I switch it up. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm in my comfy clothes, my nice little robe, and I got my coffee mug. I'll link this one too because I literally live between this and another mug, and that's it. That's all I need to use. So we'll be getting the tea while I drink coffee. I wanted to start this video with going over some of the crazy things that I see on Instagram, or the DMs that I get on Instagram about, like, is that your body? Is it real? What type of surgeries did you have? So I wanted to go ahead and address that first. It's just crazy to me how, like, the questions that get asked me without, like, even knowing me. So I was glad to clear that up for you guys. So let's go over to the other night where I was talking all about my surgeries and weight loss stuff there. I'm sure you guys are wondering, okay, did she have any surgery? I get asked this a lot. Like, when I tell you I get asked this 24/7 on Instagram, like, I want to address it right now. When I had first moved to Miami, I felt self-conscious because I did not have big boobs. I felt like I needed to have them. Everybody on South Beach had them. I would go to the beach and feel very like, okay, all right, you know? So in 2012, February 2012, I actually got my boobs done. They are, just to go into a little bit of detail, 475 cc's, and they are silicone teardrop. So I love them. The doctor, Jason Altman, he recommended this size and everything to me because he said he wants it to look natural for my frame, for my body, for my everything. So I'm addressing that right there. Second thing, everybody's like, oh, she got a BBL, I used to be 215 pounds when I was 15 years old. So because I used to be big, like, I already had a butt. This butt ain't going nowhere. This thing home grown, honey. So this butt is mine. The only thing that I did have was lipo on my stomach and my back after I had my baby. So crazy story. I had my daughter December 29th of 2015, and I had my surgery for my lipo February 15th, 2016. No games. I was still on my maternity leave, and I was just like, I was like, I got 6 weeks before I gotta go back to work. It was 6 weeks recovery. No sleep. Bus. Another club. Kind of like that. I didn't care. I was still able to take care of my daughter. Where we lived at the time was very close to my husband's job, so if I really needed something, he was right there. My daughter was an infant, so all she did was sleep all day, which was freaking amazing. And that allowed me to get the surgery and, you know, be okay taking care of my infant at the time. No, I did not breastfeed. Everybody always asks that. Did that mess up your boobs? No. So I just wanted to address all of the crazy surgery questions that you guys may have. But the reason why I do wear this is because I was introduced to this type of garment after my lipo. They recommended something like this to wear, and so ever since then I just, like, been in a habit of wearing them. I just love wearing them. I feel like it helps shape you, and people may not notice it because they probably don't wear it long enough, or they probably don't wear it consistently. But if you wear something like this for 5 to 6 hours a day, not the whole day, you don't even have to wear it the whole day, and every day, trust me, you will see a difference. When I got that surgery, that's 2016. What year are we in, y'all? This is 2022. You gotta learn how to eat. You gotta learn how to do, you know, what's good for your body. Because if you don't know what to do with your body, you don't know how to eat, even if you had a surgery, that thing will go away. You'll just gain it right back. Hence the fact that I am still trying to lose weight to this day. No. So now I want to get back into like my struggles with weight. I tapped on this briefly in my last video, but again, I was an overweight kid and I've always been struggling up and down with my weight my whole adult life. Like, I think in college, I like maintained 145. When I moved to Miami, I got down to 139. Then, like I said, I got my boobs done. And so I was averaging at like 145 and I felt really good with that. But I think what really like triggered me to lose weight this time around was I was getting on the scale. It was right after my hubby's birthday and I was 163. Okay? I am not comfortable at that weight. My arms are extra flabby. My thighs are touching a little too much. I can start a forest fire. Like, I just was feeling real... And then today I weighed in at 155.4. So guys, I lost 8 pounds so far, and it's literally because of these habits that I ditched. I felt like, you know, now is the time, like I gotta get on it. I wrote down everything I wanted to talk to you about as far as like ditching bad habits. Biggest thing for me is like being self-aware, and that's how you can control any problem, is when you're self-aware and you nip it in the bud before it gets too out of control. If I don't control it now, I'm probably going to be at a weight that I'm super uncomfortable with, and then I'll be crying all the time and very depressed, and I don't want to get to that state. So I told myself, let me do this now. The first bad habit that I ditched that I thought was like I had to do it was started tracking. I was not tracking my food. I realized that I was averaging at like 2,000, 2,200 calories a day. Excuse me. Excuse me. That is not, and I mean not acceptable, especially for my frame. I'm only 5'5". Some days I'm 5'4". I don't know. But I know for a fact that I could not eat that many calories because it was causing me to gain weight. And I downloaded this app called Noom. Love Noom. I'm giving them free publicity right now. If you don't have Noom, like, get it. And Noom is a psychological approach to losing weight. It taps in, it gives you lessons, it talks to you, and I love that. And so when I started tracking my food with them, I noticed that a lot of the food choices that I was making was in what they call like the red category. And I'm not gonna get too much into the Noom app. If you want it, you can download it. But the red category just means don't eat this as often. And so my whole day was filled with like red categories. And I'm like, I thought I was eating healthy, but obviously I'm not. Number 2, the choices that I was making was not good for me. So prime example, I would wake up and I would have a creamer with hella sugar, and it was dairy-based creamer. I would have this bread that wasn't really ideal. It's Nature's Own, but it's not like an ideal bread. And then I would have like an avocado, a whole one, not a half of one, not like a whatever, a whole avocado. And I just realized like my whole day was pretty much consistent of carbs. So looking at my food choices really had me realign, like, okay, stop eating crazy things and been more conscious of my food intake. Number 3, darling, should I do this or should I just have like 3 come on the screen? I don't know. 3, I was a late night snacker. And the reason why is because my husband, he gets up at work like around 8, 9 o'clock at night. And that's cool and all, but when he comes home, I know like anything that I eat at that time, I'm not gonna have the opportunity to burn off. I'm going to sleep. I literally will eat and sleep. So I'm not burning it off. It's sitting on my stomach. It's not even having the opportunity to like fully digest correctly. So why was I eating late at night? I was eating any snacks that my daughter had for her lunchbox. Like, you know those little snack packs of Cheetos? What? I would eat 3 bags, honey, and call it a night and be like, lick at my fingers because it was so good. I love a glass of wine. Give me some Sauvignon Blanc, okay, honey? I love me a glass or 2 or 3. Just to put me in like a mood, you know? Who doesn't want to be in a mood? Stupid of me to even think, and yes, I'm calling myself stupid, that I could work out more than the crappy food that I ate. So I was thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna drink tonight, but it's because tomorrow morning I'm gonna burn 600 calories doing a YouTube workout. Like, Kira, like, you know how many times I just was in my head, outside of my body, looking at me like, girl, you is dumb. With all this being said, all these bad habits, and I finally ditched them, I'm working on now not being triggered. That's a really big word. I think I used that word about 17 times to my husband this week. Triggered on eating or on like things that happen around me, triggered by things that happen around me, to want to go back into those old habits. So if I see my husband drinking, I'll pour me a glass of iced tea in a wine glass. And it's okay to drink. I just can't drink as much as I was. And I also want to lose my weight. And I also want to get down to my goal, which is 138, by the way. I don't know. I'm 33. I don't even know if I can get to 138. But if I can, you know, I'm taking y'all for the ride. And just like really figuring out, do I need it? Or do I just want something to drink? You know, or like, drink water. Do I need to have these extra calories? Do I need to feel blah in the morning? Do I need to fuel my body with something that's not going to be beneficial? Do I need? And another thing that I thought too was like, the bad habit was that I am going through this by myself. That was a bad habit. I now speak to all of my friends about, you know, my weight loss journey, because I need them to motivate me. I do need that encouragement. I do need my friends to know the path that I'm on. So just in case like we want to go somewhere, it can't revolve around food. It cannot revolve around eating. It cannot revolve around drinking. It cannot revolve around things that aren't in line with my goals. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I definitely need to have a support system in place when you're losing weight. You can't do it by yourself. So that was definitely a bad habit, thinking that I could do this alone, and I can't. So shout out to my support system. You know who you are. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys for sure. That was part one of like my losing weight journey, and I'm gonna come back on here and give you guys a part two soon. I kind of want to get to my goal weight first before I do a part two, but I just wanted to give you guys like a heads up on like what I'm doing. I am behind the scenes and not really showing my body too much on the gram right now. It's because I just want to be comfortable. And that's that. Again, disclaimer, I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am a nobody. I just know that these things work for me. And that's what I do. So until next time, good night, guys.